Welcome to Data Science Preparation Hub. So I am a statistician come data scientist. So in this playlist we will be discussing the statistical concept from basic to advanced. So firstly, this is an introduction to statistics lecture. So we will understand what is statistics, uses of statistics, and some of the limitations which we should understand, and the branches in statistics and the classification of data, types of data, and levels or scale of measurement of data, and the terminologies and notations in statistics. So firstly, what is statistics? So there are many definitions, but the most widely accepted definition given by Croxton is that it is a branch of mathematics dealing with the collection, tabulation, organization, analysis, and interpretation of data. So from collection till interpretation, it is an end-to-end process. So what we do is like collection, it is a process where we collect the data like using the experimental data or it through surveys or through research bulletins, and we tabulate them, and then we organize them in the form of rows or columns, and we analyze using any of the like statistical techniques like regression or correlation, and finally we interpret the data. So like we take a data driven decision from this interpretation. Yeah, and moving to the uses of statistics, there are many uses even in our day-to-day life. For example, like I have listed some of them, like forecasting, economic planning, and yield prediction. So if you take forecasting, like it could be weather forecasting or sales forecasting, etc. So we get the historical data or the past data, and we predict for the future using some of the statistical models. And next is the economic planning. It is mainly used in the administrative purpose. And yield prediction, so we predict the yield of the crop like cotton, onion, etc. using some of the statistical models. And next is the limitations. So we can see some of the limitations which is very important to understand in statistics. So first is no variation. So if the data has no variation, then we cannot apply statistics. And next one, it does not deal with individual items. Always we compare one sample with the other. And next is it is liable to be misused. So it means that if a non-statistician or someone who has very less knowledge of statistics uses the statistical technique in a not an correct way, so that time there is a chance to get mislead of the results or interpretation of the results. And next one is the laws are not exact. So the conditions or assumptions that are given are not exact. And finally is the important thing to note is that the results are true only on an average. So the results we derive through the statistical analysis or the technique are not 100% true. And moving to next is the branches of statistics. Mainly we have two branches. One is descriptive statistics and another one is inferential statistics. So descriptive statistics means it gives the summary measure. That means it is used to summarize the data. For example, like we use like measures of central tendency like mean, median, mode, geometric mean, arithmetic mean, and measures of dispersion like range, standard deviation, variance, mean deviation, quartile deviation, etc. And also the skewness and kurtosis that are used to study the height and shape of the distribution. And next is the inferential statistics. So it is used to study it is used to give the inference about the population from the sample data. That means we are collecting the we are giving that means we are giving the inference of the population, whole population, from the sample data, that is a subset of population, that is inferential statistics. So in this we have like testing of hypothesis, t-test, f-test, z-test, chi-square test, ANOVA, and many other tests. Yeah, and that's all. And moving to next is classification of data. So there are different types of classification, like 4 types, like geographical, chronological, qualitative, and quantitative. Geographical, it is from the name itself, it is classified based on location or area. For example, like if we take the yield of a particular crop like cotton in India or in China. So it is based on the location. And next one is chronological. So chronological means it is based on time, like it could be monthly, weekly, hourly, etc. And next is the qualitative. So qualitative is the one which cannot be measured. For example, you can see the color of hair, literacy and religion, which cannot be measured directly. And moving to next is the quantitative data, which can be measured. For example, like height, weight, income, profit, etc. And next is the types of data. So mainly we have two types of data. One is discrete data and another one is continuous data. So discrete data, for example, they are like particular value. For example, number of plants. So it can be like 10, 20, 30, etc. Whereas continuous data, they come in a range. For example, like height, weight, they are all in a range. So they are the continuous data. And yeah, moving to the next levels or scale of measurement. So we measure the data with some level or scale. So generally there are 4 scales of measurement. One is nominal scale, ordinal scale, ratio scale, interval scale. So we can see one by one. First is nominal scale. So what is nominal scale? So it is used to categorize the object and it is not quantifiable. So we cannot quantify or measure them. For example, you can see like gender. In gender we have like categories male, female, transgender. In hair color, marital status, eye color, etc. And moving to the next one, ordinal scale. So what is ordinal scale? Ordinal scale is also where we categorize the object plus it is in a natural order. And this can also be not quantifiable. For example, like economic status, high, medium and low. So it is categorized and it is in an order. And the same as well, like customer level of satisfaction, like satisfied, neutral, dissatisfied and rank. It is like in an order, like first, second and third. Moving to the next scale, that is interval scale. So what is interval scale? So interval scale is also used to categorize the object using natural order and it should have equal interval between the categories. So this is quantifiable. For example, like we can find the mean, median, standard deviation, etc. So some of the examples like temperature, degrees Celsius, Fahrenheit, mark grading, IQ test, CGPA. So for this we can use the graphical representation like pie chart, etc. because they are in the interval scale. And next is the ratio scale. It is used to categorize the object with natural order, equal interval and true zero. And it is quantifiable and we can measure them using mean, median and standard deviation. For example, like height and weight. And lastly is the terminologies in statistics. Some of the important terminologies we should keep in mind. So first is sample. Sample is nothing but the part of a population, whereas population is a group of objects. And statistic, it means it is telling something about the sample, whereas parameter means it is telling something about the population. And sample mean, it is denoted, these are the notations. So sample mean is denoted by x bar, whereas population mean is denoted by mu, and sample standard deviation it is denoted by s, and population standard deviation it is denoted by capital sigma. So yeah, that's all. And if we summarize, like we have went through the what is statistics and the users and limitations of statistics and the classification of data like geographical, chronological, qualitative, quantitative, and types of data like discrete and continuous, and also on the scale or level of measurement like nominal, ordinal, ratio and interval. Yeah, and that's all. If you like, please give a thumbs up. Yeah, we'll see the rest in the coming lecture part 2. Thank you.